Imagine this situation, or maybe you are already in one. You have an amazing app pretty much ready on FlutterFlow, but it lacks the one feature that makes it perfect. Maybe you want it to work when the app is closed, or you want to add some Bluetooth connectivity features. All of those packages require us to make some changes into the source code. And we can do that on FlutterFlow with GitHub merges. And we won't lose the amazing Flutter Flow visual editor. So in this video, as an example, I'm just gonna show you how we can integrate Flutter Foreground for Android. So let's begin. The very first step is to connect your project to GitHub. There's a really good documentation on FlutterFlow, so I will put a link in the description and you can go through that. So after the project is connected, you can click to push it. And if we open up GitHub, and we can see that just now FlutterFlow has pushed some changes. And to download it, we can copy this URL and write git clone and paste in the GitHub URL. And it's gonna download all the code. So after the project is cloned, we open it on VS Code or Cursor, and we open up terminal and write git checkout -b to create a new branch. We are now on the develop branch. Here we can make our changes to integrate Flutter Foreground task. So we open up Android manifest and just copy this service tag and paste it over here. This is just an example of a change you can make to the source code. Remember to always keep the changes in the source code minimum and avoid making changes on widgets themselves as much as possible, because that's gonna create merge conflicts and it's gonna make things a bit slower. Now our project is almost ready to be published, but there's a pitfall for Google Play. Before we can publish it to Google Play, we need to make a change on build.gradle file. Scroll down and we need to change this sign-in config. We need to change this from debug to release so it can be pushed to Google Play. Now we commit all the changes to Git. Then we are gonna create a branch called main, git checkout -b main, and push it like this. Okay, we are done with the terminal shenanigan. We can go back to our beloved Flutter Flow. If you need more help, please reach out, make a comment. I'll make sure to help you out. Oh, I forgot to push the develop branch to GitHub. So go back to terminal again, push it. Now we open up GitHub. We can see we have 3 branches. Now on FlutterFlow, before deploying it, we can change the deployment source and enable use GitHub repo. And here we want to deploy from the main branch. So we put main into the branch name. And there's another catch. We can't control the version and the build number from FlutterFlow. We need to change it from the popspec.yaml file on the source code. So over here, as you can see, we have version 1.00. This is our version number, and the number after it, so +1, is the build number. So we can change it to version 2 and change the build number to 445. Now we can just click on deploy to Apple or deploy to Google, and FlutterFlow will use the available code on GitHub to compile the app and push it to the stores. Now imagine you have made some changes after pushing the app to Google Play. You've changed welcome back to yo. Yeah, we are doing a rebrand. After we make the change, we need to push the changes to repository. So FlutterFlow will push it to GitHub FlutterFlow branch. We head back to our VS Code or Cursor and switch to FlutterFlow and pull the changes from FlutterFlow, then switch to develop and merge develop with FlutterFlow. And we do the tests and make sure everything is working on develop. And then when we are sure everything works fine, we merge develop with main. We switch the branch to main and merge main with develop. Mental gymnastics. I know. And we push the changes to GitHub. Now we can deploy the updated version of our app. And be aware that this is pretty much different in every project. So sometimes it's as easy as merging the 2 branches. Sometimes you need to change some stuff and you get some merge conflicts. So if you need help, please drop a comment and I'll try to help you out as much as possible. I know this one was a bit complicated, a bit coding. We diverted from no code, but sometimes this is needed. I make sure the next video is easier. Thank you for watching the video to the end. See you in the next one.